Hey guys, it's Aubrey Yandow here from the Coastal Confidence, a New England lifestyle blog, brand, and now YouTube channel. Before we get started in today's video, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We do post new videos every Wednesday and are starting a fun new segment on Saturdays. I really want to sit down and start talking one-on-one with you all some more. In today's topic, we're going to talk about 5 tips for moving to a new state. As many of you know, Matt and I have moved often. Originally in 2012, I moved from Connecticut to San Diego for college, back from San Diego to Connecticut in 2016, and in 2016, Matt and I also moved from Connecticut to Dallas, and then this year, back from Dallas to Connecticut. Matt and I have moved a lot, and we want to share our tips and tricks with you guys so you can have a successful move and enjoy all the adventures that come with living in a new state. So let's get to it. Okay, my first tip is my most important tip, I think, and it's really spending time picking a neighborhood that fits your lifestyle. With that being said, when Matt and I moved to Dallas, we knew neither of us wanted to live in downtown Dallas because neither of us really like to deal with that city commute, especially since Matt was working outside of the city. We didn't want to have to deal with the in and out of getting out of Dallas and back into it come high traffic time, which left us with a few suburbs to pick from. And with that being said, we really spent a lot of time looking at the location tags on Instagram, looking at what each town had to offer, and really digging in and doing some research before we ever found a place that we wanted to settle. Matt actually moved down there first, so he spent a few months, about 1 or 2 months there, just scouting the towns and what they had to offer. This was truly important in our smooth transition because we were able to discover a town called McKinney that had exactly what we were looking for. It had a bunch of local businesses, yoga studios and shops, restaurants, and it was exactly the kind of feel that we wanted while still being close to downtown Dallas. I really suggest if you are moving, maybe go out there if you can, if you have a chance for a week, rent a car, drive around. And if you don't have that luxury, I highly recommend just going to Instagram and going to the location tag and looking at what each town really has to offer, because the town you settle in will become your home, and you really want to make sure that that reflects the lifestyle that you like. So even though we were moving to Dallas, we did not live downtown, and we ended up having a great time. We could get downtown in 20 minutes, and we were really thankful that we spent the extra time picking out a town that fit our personalities. Okay guys, so my second tip is to pack in stages. So when we were moving back from Connecticut, when we were moving from Dallas back to Connecticut, we left in stages. This kind of sounds simple or something that you would do anyways, but this really helps de-stress you when you're moving. So Matt and I always moved in 2 parts. So either he would move first and I would follow, or I would move and he would move. So when we were moving from Dallas back to Connecticut this past summer, I actually left in May. So I was in charge of moving first this time, which was fun. And we packed up my car to the brim. We had everything in there, from all of our winter jackets, our winter coats, to golf gear, to makeup, to home decor. I mean, we packed it a ton, and we just got rid of stuff that we knew that Matt wouldn't need for the 2 months that he was gonna be in Dallas wrapping up the move. So with that being said, by getting that stuff out of the way and out of sight, out of mind, it really helped when I went back to go help Matt with the final stages of the move, know that we had already moved about 50% of the stuff out and up, just making the move so much fun and so much easier because we didn't have to worry if we were forgetting something or if we were packing something that we would need immediately when in Connecticut. So with that kind of concept, I either recommend moving in stages, or if you can't, pack a emergency duffel bag, and in the emergency duffel bag, pack everything that you know that you are going to need. So that is all your chargers, all your medication if you take any, all of your electronics and stuff that you don't want to get stuck in storage if you're moving cross country or far away. Guys, I love this tip. Matt and I do this every time we move, and actually when I moved from San Diego back to Connecticut, Jennifer, my best friend, and I did this too. Make a moving out bucket list. And by this I mean the week you're moving can be wicked stressful. So make a list of 10 things that you want to do or see before you move. So for Matt and I, that meant we were doing the reunion tower, that meant we were going to the Dallas Cowboys Stadium, we were hitting up restaurants that we had yet to test out, and we were just enjoying the little things in life, like going to our favorite movie theater and walking around historic downtown McKinney, stopping at our favorite ice cream and pie places, and just soaking up everything Dallas had to offer before we leave. It's a great way to break up the stress of moving, so pack for half the day, in the middle of the day, do a fun activity or do something you haven't seen, and then continue packing in the evening. It's kind of a way to reward yourself for moving, and I enjoy the moving process. I think it's really exciting. Okay guys, so tip number 4 is kind of one that makes you put yourself out there, which is really important when moving to a new state. And it is all about connecting with your community before you even move. And the way I do this was whenever I would move, whether I was moving to San Diego or to Dallas, I would always apply for a part-time job. It is no secret that I love working, and I also really do love working retail, and you get a great discount, so what's not great about that? So when I moved to Dallas, I got a part-time job at J. Crew, and when I was in San Diego, I worked at our college gym and I worked at Anthropology. Both of these jobs were great in helping me meet people in the local community, and it also really helped me get invested in, the places that these people love. There's no better way to discover a state than by the locals. So by getting the job, I was able to really ask questions and hear where these people love, what we should see, and what we should be doing. Now, if a part-time job isn't your forte, that is completely fine. I would highly recommend though, either before you even move, apply to a gym, apply to a group, or just get yourself out there in whatever means possible, whether it is a part-time job, a church community, or even a gym membership. Just getting involved in the community will really help you feel more at home, especially if you do work from home like me. Okay, you guys, we made it. We are at the last tip, and tip number 5 is to be really patient with yourself during the moving process and the process of making your new state your home. This was something I really struggled with moving to Dallas. With San Diego, there was just so many new exciting things, and it was such a culture shock that I really never had that struggle of feeling a part of it, because it was just its own thing entirely. But moving to Dallas really made me step outside of my comfort zone and was really hard in terms of the heat. I was not prepared for the heat, and shooting fall outfits in 100 degrees in October in a pumpkin patch never looked pretty. So with that being said, there were many moments that I was on the ground in the bedroom crying, just completely over it and wanting to be done with the whole experience. So with that being said, make sure that you're patient with yourself, enjoy the highs and the lows. It's gonna happen. Moving is a big change, and just know that you're putting your whole self out there and it will all come together in the end. I do recommend, if you are moving and really committed to the life change, that you give it at least a year. I think it took Matt and I a full year to finally get in a routine, make our friends, and just enjoy what Dallas had to offer. So on that note, be patient with yourself. Know that it isn't easy and that it will be worth it in the end, because the life experience that you leave with will just blow your mind. Living in a new state, so exciting, and I would not be blogging and where I am today if I hadn't lived in both San Diego and Dallas. So I'm very thankful for my state moving experiences and that I got to give you guys some tips. If you guys want any more recommendations, please, or have any recommendations of your own, leave them in the comments below, and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We post new videos every Wednesday and Saturdays now. So subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and we can't wait to see you guys here next week. Bye.